Hi YouTube, here's a little more of a baker's dozen of 13 collectible celebrity vocal albums in the tradition of the Golden Throats. These are all vintage albums put out by celebrities that normally didn't put out record albums or sing. First one is Patty Duke from 1965, I believe, from the Patty Duke Show. And then we got Sal Mineo from the late 50s. Merv Griffin and Arthur Treacher. Vincent Edwards, also known as Vince Edwards, from the Ben Casey Show. George Burns, playing a hippie almost, and George Burns Sings from the late 60s. Telly Savalas from Kojak. A vintage Carol Burnett record album. Joey Heatherton from the early 70s. Dick Van Dyke put out his own album in the early 60s. Here's a vintage Regis Philbin album, way before Regis and Kathie Lee, or Regis and Kelly for that matter. Here's a vintage Tony Randall album from the 60s. And here's a really old one from the late 50s or early 60s, probably the early 60s, Johnny Crawford, who played the son Mark in the Rifleman TV series. And Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock. An album you've got to hear to believe. Thank you very much, YouTubers. Bye-bye.